Hey friends, I thought I'd come on today and I'd show you how to use this buff brush with my Saint makeup. One of the reasons is because this is on sale, 40% off until Saturday at midnight. Well, 11:59. So let's get started. So this is how I do this. I'm going to take my main highlight, which is this color, and I'm going to use the larger part and I'm going to just tap into it. Now with this buff brush, you're going to find that you're going to get a little bit more full coverage with this. I like all their brushes. When I first started out, this was one of the brushes that I would use most of the time. But since I've, as I like to say, graduated, I've started using other ones, but this is one of my favorites. So I'm just tapping, pressing it into the skin, moving it around, getting it all into the cracks and crevices that our mature skin has. And then I'm going to buff it out. See how I swirl? It's kind of like using like a Bare Mineral. I don't know if you've ever used Bare Minerals or that form of foundation. That's what it's like. Okay. Now, I like to do, when I put my makeup on, I don't do the paint by numbers or the dots on my face. I think it gets too complicated. And I'm finding that doing it this way, I guess you would say the old-fashioned way, because it's like putting on your foundation first, works well for me. So now I'm going to take the small end and I'm just going to take this part of it and I'm going to go into my second highlight. I was going to do contour, but I'm going to do this because that way I won't have the darkness. I'm going to take that and I'm going to go up into the corner, up on this side, and into the corner. And then I'm just going to press it. Be a little gentle around the eyes. And then I bring it up into the middle of the forehead to add some highlight. It's kind of like when the sun hits your face, you know, because our face is three-dimensional. Put a little bit there. And I've already done my eyebrows, so I actually used my my second highlight, which is the lighter color that I would suggest for you, and I use that to carve out my my brows. So now I'm going to wipe that off, and I'm going to take the tip of it into my contour, and I just tap it. All right, and then I'm going to start up here and I'm just pressing in to my cheekbone. I think I need a little bit more. And you can use your finger too if you want. Here, let me show you. So now I'm going to use my finger. Okay? And I'm going to press this in like that. But because I'm showing the brush, I'm going to go ahead and do the brush. And just press in to where your cheekbone, just beneath the cheekbone. And then I just, as I say, flick it up, because you don't want to draw it down. The whole idea is to give you a concave look so that it looks like you have cheekbones. And for those that have cheekbones, you are truly blessed. Okay? Then I'm going to take the flat end and I'm going to try to hide these jowls a little bit. So I'm going to go underneath and I'm going to pull up. See how I did that? See the dark? Okay. Hold on. Do the same thing over here. And then I'm going to take whatever's left, and because I do not have a large forehead, I just put a little bit up here to give me just a little bit of a color. Okay, but if you have a larger forehead, by putting the contour up here, it will make your forehead appear smaller. All right, so now because I have this, I don't want to have a demarcation. So now I'm going to just flick down very gently and just blend it in. And then I'm just going to push it up against my jawbone. Okay, so you can see the shadow there, but you don't see any demarcation. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing here. Flip. And you can always take a little bit of your main highlight, and you can also take a little bit of that if you want and blend it into the contour. See how I'm doing that? Okay. Now, the last but not least is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wipe off my brush, my buff brush, and I'm going to take, let me try it with a small end, and I'm going to just take the pointed part and I'm just going to press it in. And I'm going to put this, maybe I can use a flat tip area. There we go. And then you can swirl it to kind of blend it in. But always remember that you want to pull it in to your contour. All right, now I think that's a little too far down here, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. So now I'm going to take this end and I'm just going to tap it. See how I did that? And I took it so that it didn't look so long. Now I'm going to use my finger over on this side. I like to use my finger when it comes to my blush because I can feel where my cheekbone is, and it allows me to get a better placement. So if you're considering trying this makeup, please send me a message and I can send you my color match quiz and we can get started. And if you're already one of my customers, you might want to get one of these. It's a great brush and it is 40% off. You have a blessed day. Oh, and remember, aging is a fact, but looking your age, it doesn't have to be. Have a great day.